What is up, guys? DT Ninja here to give you guys a first look at my Rurouni Kenshin Magazine. Okay, guys, I wanted to share what is inside here. There is a lot of information, illustrations, some interviews, secret techniques, the origins, data entries. There is a lot. So I wanted to share, what's inside. Just look at this cover. This cover is awesome. You got Kenshin on the cover, kind of this glossy kind of cover. Really cool. And then, of course, on the back, you got Makoto Shishio. So you kind of got the two illustrations from the 30th anniversary exhibition. Pretty cool. Okay, so when we open it up, let's dive right in. We open it up and we got this nice illustration of everyone basically welcoming thanks for the 30 years of Kenshin. And then we have the table of contents, which includes the Sakobato, and you can see it's just full of information. We're going to go through each section. We're not going to go through details, but we are going to look at several things. So these are the 30th anniversary illustration gallery. So these were chosen for this gallery. Pretty cool of Kenshin. You even got one of his one-shot with him and Chizuru. That's pretty cool. You got one of the originals. Pretty cool. Kenshin Gumi, Saito and Batosai, Kenshin and Makoto Shishio, Enishi and Kenshin. Got Kenshin and Kaoru. Got Kenshin from Kanzenban. You got Ashitaro, Aran, and Asahi from Ashitaro the Ex-Con. And then you got Kenshin and Sojiro from the Hokkaido arc. Pretty cool gallery. So that's part one. Pretty cool. Then it goes into this 30 years of Kenshin timeline. So pretty much it has everything from Kenshin, including the one-shot, the anime, the manga, movies, you name it, data books, one-shots, all of the volumes, Kanzenban, they did the smaller versions, Restoration, you got New Kyoto, you got Master of Flame, you got the Zero chapter, you got more data books, you got the live-action films, you got the Hokkaido arc when it started. You got the stage play. You even got the 25th year anniversary here. You got the bundle of the Jump remix. And you got the Hokkaido arc volumes. And then, of course, the remake. And here is another stage play. The other one was the musical. That's the musical. So it's pretty much got everything. And then it goes on to the 30th anniversary exhibition. And this actually is the mangaka who did illustrations, thanking the author for 30 years of Kenshin. The first one is Gege from Jujutsu Kaisen. He obviously likes Usui. Then the next one is World Trigger's author. It's got Sano and Anji. Then this one did almost nothing. This is JoJo's author. He did like the bare minimum. It still cracks me up. But still, the next one, you got another author. I'm not exactly sure what Mar, apparently, M-A-R. This one's Sui Ishida. This is Tokyo Ghoul's author. That's a pretty cool one. You got the bald heads. That's a good one. You got, this is Slam Dunk's author. Pretty cool. You got another author. I'm not exactly sure. I've never seen that one. Pretty cool. This one is Oda from One Piece. He was one of the assistants of Watsuki. Then this one is his mentor. And you can tell it's in the Death Note style or in Obata style, Takeshi Obata. Pretty awesome. Then you got Kenshin Gumi here. Pretty cool. Yeah. Then you got the shoujo style. Shoujo style. I think that's boys over flowers. Pretty cool. Anyway, let's move on. You got Kisaki, apparently. That's a cool one. And then Masashi Kishimoto. Some of them you can tell based on their style. You got the orange and the purple blue, kind of the Naruto and Sasuke for Kenshin and Shishio. That's pretty cool. And then you got Takeshi Konomi. This is Prince of Tennis author. That is an awesome scan of Shishio. Fan art of Shishio. I'm not sure who this is, but that's pretty interesting. He must be a gag manga artist. You got Kenshin Gumi again. Pretty cool. This one is neat. This one is Mr. Full Swing. And Mr. Full Swing is a baseball one. And look, you can see, I like how this one's a comic. You got Sano with his Zanbato baseball bat. You got Kenshin with the reverse bat, which is the Sakabato. You got Yayiko with the wooden bat. And then you got Shishio with the fire flaming bat. That is pretty cool. And then you got Kaoru pretty pissed off. That is a cool one. So Mr. Full Swing's author. This one is obviously the Gintama author. You can tell the style of the clothing, but he used Hajime Saito's the style from Kenshin. That's cool. Then it has a look for the exhibition. That's pretty cool. Shows a little bit of what was at the exhibition. Then it's got the other authors. This is Captain Tsubasa's author. You can actually see Captain Tsubasa at the bottom. So some of them you can tell just based on the artwork. And that's pretty cool too. I think looks like Fuji almost in... yeah, that does look like Fuji, right? Although he looks purple. It almost looked like Shishio. He's huge though. You got... Now that's pretty cool. Hungry Joker. This one looks like Hunter x Huntress, Yoshiro Togashi, legend in the manga community, a legendary manga author. This one, Trigun, another Shishio, very cool. This one, you got an awesome Anji one, awesome Anji. This one is from City Hunter. I posted this one recently. It's pretty cool. This one is from D. Gray Man's author. You can even see Tim Campy here at the top. So, yeah, pretty cool. This one's Boku no Hero Academia. That author. I don't know all their names. This one is from Hell Teacher Nube, I think it's called. That's kind of cool. I'm guessing that's either the author or the main characters kind of running after, and you got Kenshin saying Oro. Got another Kenshin and Shishio. Pretty cool. This one is the Elusive Samurai author. Their actual name is Matsui Yuise, and I believe it's a woman. But yeah, cool. And then this one's Kaiju number 9, or is it number 8? Sorry, Kaiju number 8 mangaka. The next one is Eye Shield 21, also known for One Punch Man. So One Punch Man's author. And then this one is Fate Stay Night, or Chrono Crusade. They are known for these works. And the last one here is from To Love Ru. To Love Ru. I like this one because it's got Asahi in it. That's a cool one. And it's got Kamatari and Kenji and Kaoru as well. Which is funny because Kaoru's afraid of Kamatari now. And then there's this last one of Kenshin. I'm not exactly sure what he did, but pretty cool as well. Oh, there's one more. Yamaguchi Takayuki. And that's probably in his style. Probably his main character looks like that in that style. So yeah, guys, that is the illustrations. Let's get to the next part. The next part is the interview with the Jupong Gatana. Pretty cool. So it's got a little bit from each character. And then there's also a poll. And if you probably guessed it right, Sojiro Aseta is first on the poll. Yeah, so anyway, Anji's third. You can see it there. But anyway, then this is talk with Yumi. So Yumi has kind of a conversation with each of the Jupong Gatana members. So this is Sojiro. I translated number 1 and 2. Basically, he talks about what happened to him and how he joined Shishio. It goes into further detail. I will be translating these. This one's Usui. So basically, Usui talks to Yumi. So each one has a different feel because they are talking as if she's giving honest answers, almost like an interview kind of conversation style. Got Cho, got Anji, got Kamatari, Hinya, Iwambo even. That's interesting. Even Saizuchi. Wow. Fuji. That's going to be an interesting one. Hoji as well. And of course, Shishio. So it's an interesting interview. Interesting talks. So I will be translating some of these. I don't know if I'm translating all of them, but it is pretty cool. Then the next thing we got is Sasaki, which is the editor of Kenshin, as well as Watsuki. They have a sit-down interview about the manga. So that's pretty cool. At some point, I may translate that. The next thing they do is they look over influences for Kenshin throughout the years. So it goes on to talk about certain mangaka who influenced him and also just stories and things like that. So, yeah. Oh, and these are assistants. Like Oda was one of his assistants. And you can see another assistant here. So these people were influenced by, obviously, the author of Kenshin. This is his studio, his manga studio. You can see some of the things that, they used to draw. You can see the pistol and the shotguns, probably for Hokkaido. Those have been used in Hokkaido already. Then you got the secret techniques. So you got the Hiten Mitsurugi style, all of them. It goes on to the origins of all of them. It even goes into other characters like Kaiten Kenbu, Futaya no Kiwami, Gatotsu, Shikuchi. And I like the color schemes as well. Goes on, Homoradama, goes over all of those. The next part is basically a kind of storyboards. So that's pretty cool. I'm not going to go too in details for that, but I wanted to show as much as I can. It basically storyboards for the anime, the new anime. You can see episode 34, but also look, the original was Inishi and Tomo, and you can actually see them. You can see Akira as well. So it looks like Inishi, Akira, and Tomo together. And that was a nightmare of Kenshin's. They changed it in the anime, but that was the original manga storyboard. So that's pretty cool. It does have some other original storyboards, some sketches, pretty cool. And then it goes on to the kind of timeline of events in the manga. So this one is about the manga and all the events that happen in the manga. Everything, in Kyoto with Inishi and Tomo, Kenshin, finally finding happiness. And then now the Hokkaido arc, you can see this is the data entries for Hokkaido. So that's pretty cool. So it goes over all the characters. Yeah. Like I said, I will be translating some of these. I have the digital version as well, so I'll probably use those in my translations. It's just easier to do that way. It even goes over the Kinkaku Heki, which is pretty cool. It also, I love the color schemes, like the color pages, even though they're one color, that is pretty cool. And then it even has sketches for Hokkaido. You can see that's Ashitaro. He actually released these when Ashitaro the Ex-Con came out, so this is nothing new, really. Some of it is new, like I think this is supposed to be a bad guy. Oh, that looks like the bad guy, yeah, from the Kenkaku Heki. Yeah. Then it goes more about the Hokkaido arc, locations in the 16th year of the Meiji. A little bit more on that. And then there's the second part of the interview with Sasaki and Watsuki. And that's pretty much it. So, yeah, I just wanted to share, what's in the magazine. It's really awesome. Oh, and by the way, when you take off the cover, it does have an alternate illustration. So that is also pretty cool. So you got two kind of covers. I know this is a long video, but I really wanted to give kind of a more in-depth look at the magazine. Again, it's all in Japanese, so I will do my best to translate parts when I think it's necessary. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.